Hey, I'm Shabin Sam of registration number Yorkie 18 CS277. Today I'm going to explain the fourth experiment of mobile application development lab, and that would be on creating a login page and logging into the page and just showing through which email ID you have logged in using the login app. So here, the main concept which you're going to learn about is on, which I'm going to show is on shared preferences. So shared preferences is a part where all our details where we have registered or where all our details have been saved will be, all our details which have been registered will be saved in shared preferences. And then once we are signing in using the same details, it will be recognized from the shared preferences and it will log into the dashboard. Yeah, it will get logged into the dashboard. So first I'll explain my project and then I'll be running it. So here's my three XML files. First one is on uh, the login first page. So this is the login first page. So hello there, welcome back, and I have given edit boxes for entering your mail for my password, and then a button, login button, and then need help, and then like if I'm not a member, I can register over here. So that's my first part XML, activity login XML. Second one is register. If I press not a member register, it will take me into another activity that is a register one, register activity. So here details like enter your name, four attributes like your name, your phone number, your mail, and your password, and there's a button called register. These four details have to be given, and once we register, it will be showing that our details have been saved, we have been registered into this app. Now we can sign in. So this is a register app, I'm sorry, register activity. So with edit text views and then edit text views and a perfect and a background has been given with button. And if you don't need to register and if you are already a member, you by mistakenly came over in the register page, you already have an account, you can directly go to already a member, you can log in again directly from that. So you don't need to register if you are a member. So now once if you log in once if you log in into the app, it'll directly lead us to the dashboard. So here's the dashboard. So logged in means like the name, the email ID which I used, the account which I used to log in into this app will get displayed over here, which email ID I used to log in, and then this that will be displayed, and then a logout button. So only these details, only the logged in details will be given, and then the logout. Once we press the logout, it will directly lead us to the starting activity, that is a login activity. Now let's go into the Java files. So there we'll talk much more about. So here we are creating a login button. Edit text means text, email, and text pass. That means password, email, and password. And then you can skip or help or login activity. Text views have been given. So here for email, for password, for skip, for help, certain IDs have been given that has been passed over here. Text login activity, we are setting up on click listener, set on click listener. Now start activity, new intent, login activity, or it goes directly, if you press register activity, you go directly to register.class. So we are passing string email, string password with login user email, the input email and password. We are overriding with on click, recover password, save data. Now login user, two data have been given, string email, string password, and then on click listener, on complete, we just check in, and then we are checking if it's verified, if the given username and password checks if finds out the result if it is being verified, if it's being registered into the app. Else it'll be directly going into it'll be checking if it's verified or not. So if it is verified, then if the email and the password that I give is verified, then it will create a toast message stating logged in. Okay, so and yeah, it will state a toast message logged in. Now, save data means what all, if I'm giving boolean login counter like the user email, user password, will get saved into the shared preferences. And then once if I sign in, I can start I can like go to the sign in login button, and it directly starts activity from login to the dashboard. So now, big yeah, recovery is like, if I am, if there's any problem, like if I forgot my password, I can go for recovery password. If you remember the email, you can go for recovery password, and then they will send an email. It will show a toast message, email sent, otherwise failed. Now register activity. In register activity also Java, we have to pass in four attributes: email, password, name, phone, and then we are going for register activity, finding out the ID value, and then set on click listener. So now I'm passing on register button, setting like on click listener. Once you press on the register button, the four details will get saved in, and then we are passing these four variables by register user. Then we're opening a class register user. Uh, we're authorizing the functions on click listener, public class on complete, and then we are opening string user ID, user dot get, getting the id variable, and then the email, name, phone is it's getting saved into the database. And then once all the emails are given and we press on to the register button, it gets verification gets done. Once it gets saving into the database references and checking out if the verification is correct, like they will send a mail verification stating a toast message verification mail is being sent. Now dashboard activity. Dashboard activity is so simple because we are just logging in. It finds out the proper. It checks out in the database whether the username and password has been saved in the shared references. And then if it is not, then it will not log in. Once if it is logged in, it checks the status in the shared preferences, finds out the username password if it's correct, and then it logs in into the dashboard activity checks. So that's why I put this check user status. So now I'll just run this, and then I'll show you my fourth experiment how login is done using shared preferences. So I'm running it. Just go into this. Take some time. It's running those tasks. coming. Wait a moment. Yes. So here it comes. So now this is my app, so I can sign in to this. So I'm putting my email as Shebin, yes, and then I'm putting my password as I'm just putting a wrong password, so it's actually Shebs123. I'm just putting it as SHEBEZ. I'm not putting the 123. If I press login, I'm pressing the login, it won't be working. So that's wrong. So I'll just cancel it once more and then just go into the login. I'm entering my mail, Shebin, and password SHEB is a 123. Just logging. So here's my dashboard. Now I'm going to close this dashboard and check once if I reopen this app, will that be there or not? Yes, it is still there. So here's my dashboard with the signed in account. Now only one option, I can just log out. So if I press log out, it'll come directly. If I press register, you can get directly into the register. So here's my app to log in, to sign in using the username and password, logging in, going to the dashboard. If I press a skip, in the skip button, what I've given is just as guest. If I press a skip, it'll get directly logged in as guest. We are not a member, but we are just a guest of that part, guest of that app. For everyone, it's common. Once if we press a skip, it's we are just guest. But once if we have a personal account in this, we can get in, and our details will get the email ID which we use to sign in will get displayed with the logout button. So this is my fourth experiment of shared preferences in login app. Thank you.